believe in God at the same time.
I don't need to nor want to believe in your God. Your God's a monster. Why the fuck would I want to do that when your God's a monster? Your God's a piece of shit.
Whoever touched you in your life, forgive them, bro.
Nobody touched me. You're making so many assumptions based on nothing.
That's why you giggled. And
no, I giggled because that was a very personal response.
Listen, when I was young, I was 5 years old.
Nobody touched me, dude. You're making a lot of disgusting assumptions. Stop it. That's fucking gross. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. Like, calm down. That's so gross. Why is that the first place you went to? Why is that where you went to?
Out, bro.
I'm not crashing out. I'm trying to get you to focus here. And why are you asking such disgusting questions? You have no idea about my life. You're making a lot of assumptions based on nothing but your assumptions. What is your problem?
Careers keep muting me.
Because you're talking over me and making assumptions that are not true.
Because they're mad because what I'm saying, I pointed out the facts.
You're not pointing out anything other than your assumptions.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Prove my point. You 6'5" with a small dick. It hurts.
I got a 7.5. Is that what you really wanted to know? Hurts, were you that upset that you needed to know?
For a 6'5", 7.5, very small.
Yeah, that's small. Okay.
Yes, it's very.
If that's how it makes you feel better, you go right ahead.
You're so tall, but your shit looks like a.
You're so curious. You're obsessed with people's bodies.
I understand.
You're obsessed with it. It's kind of crazy.
Look, listen. I'm just gonna leave you here.
Mr. Live,
with your faggots because all of you people.
Mr. Live. Oh, Mr. Live, I wanted to ask you a question. Can you take a break? You don't have to be a prick every day, dude.
TikTok took him down.
Oh, man. If he's pointing out facts, I'd like to point out some facts about him, you know?
We love TikTok shop. We don't condone that. He was dropped.
Yes, good for that. Ridiculous.
Oh, Christ almighty. That was crazy to come right out the gate with. God damn it.
Right? There is no love like Christian hate, right?
That was crazy. Like, I'm an open book. I don't care. You can ask me whatever you want to, but then you're going to get all upset about the answer. Like, calm down.
Right? I'm like, did bro know who he was talking to? I don't think he did.
Why not? I don't give a flat fuck what you got upset about.
Oh, man.
All right, if you are a Christian or a MAGA, I have topics for each of you individually, but if you are both, then I have one for both of you. So please come on up and let's have a chat. In the meantime, everybody else, please tap, share, do the things. I appreciate you. Spicy Jess, I'm so glad to see you. I miss you so much. But yeah, thank you all for being here. You know what to do. All right, who's this one? All right, Dreamers, are you over 21?
I actually turned 21 this October. I'm so close.
You're close enough. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. My main thing that I wanted to mention did you know that Jesus actually fought religion themselves? Like, he fought the Pharisees in their messages, and the Pharisees called Jesus, "You are not who you say you are."
To be honest and to be fair, he was not against religion. He was against what they were doing with religion.
Very true.
Not religion itself, because he was actually there to advocate for the old laws.
Very true. Thank you for bringing that up. Another point that I also wanted to bring is we are to be called.
Thanks, Big T. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. Thank you. We are called to love everybody as loving ourselves and our neighbor. And that in its own being is such a hard thing to do when we are taught with a system, with schools, with just the structure around us, that what we are is not something that's good and we're filth, and that just separates ourselves, creating a...
Are you talking about Christians being persecuted, or are you talking about just that you're born with sin and taught that you're bad?
Yes. Just a general overview of just how our structure of society and the world itself has led us to create self-hate or just self-hatred in that sort of way. Not to say that everybody hates themselves, but
Well, a lot of the self-hatred is usually about minority groups and how they feel about how society treats them. And most of the time it's Christianity or Christians who are being the ones that make them feel that way.
I see. Yeah, when it comes to that sort of aspect of calling out sin, in that there's a time and place, and I believe that we should have the conversations, but it is not my calling to judge another person. My calling is to bring the goodness of God, to show them the love of God. It's not my place to go on their walk with them. I'll be there alongside them as Jesus calls us to, but it is not my job to do the self-healing or self-relationship with Jesus of another person. That is for their own walk with God. And I'll try my best to show them the way to God. And
But I'm gonna stop you there only because when a non-believer, especially one who belongs to a minority group like myself, hey Lala, I'm glad to see you. Especially because I'm a member of this community here, right? So to me, the things that you have said sound very much like I will not deal with nor help or advocate for or anything in a person of a minority group, especially a gay one, but I will help them find Jesus.
Yeah, I understand in that situation, and sorry, I'm
You're fine.
I have struggled with communication as well.
Take your time. I'm not in a hurry.
Thank you so much. I am also in a minority group as well. I have ADHD, and it's been an interesting walking with Jesus and trying to spread his message. I have been grappling with things of my own nature as well, and wondering on how to just bring the self-hatred towards myself out and to a way that is healing, but not reflecting on God's word. Sorry if
I think I understand what you mean. You're trying to find a way to still have your faith, but heal the things that it makes you not like about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So without you telling me anything that you don't want to tell me, obviously, I'm not trying to like call you out on anything, but like, is it because you're a member of a certain minority group other than ADHD?
I thought that I might be a LGBTQ for a little bit of time.
Okay.
There was a thought that I might be. I had my best friend, and we both went through a journey of finding out that we were just straight, but we weren't actually bisexual.
Okay, that's fine. So what about it is it that's making you self-hate? Like what I'm trying not to say like what is it you hate about yourself, because that just sounds
No. It's the self-perceptions of what other people have told me of how I should act, how I should be in existence.
okay.
And self-internalizing those messages of
So you don't fall in the same stereotype as far as your normal like Christian, like male, female minded, married, have children kind of mindset? Okay.
Yeah, I would say I lean more Gnostic, that of the self, following Jesus and following what he has for you through scripture and through...
Do you believe in Jesus himself, or do you just believe in the stuff that he taught about?
I believe in the Holy Trinity, Jesus that he
Okay.
was crucified under Pontius Pilate, that his body was not found, but was in fact risen from the dead, and that he was the person to bring salvation. And he himself is salvation.
Okay. I mean, if that's, there's a lot of contention I have with that, so I'm not going to go into that because we're more talking about a different subject. So we'll just leave that part alone. But I will say this: there are a lot of people out there who have faith in their gods. Sadly, the Christian God tends to be the one that has the most terms and conditions for his love and worship. But those terms and conditions seem to change Christian to Christian, if you ever notice or really pay attention or really talk to them. And the idea of what it means is different for each and every one of them. I can guarantee you because there are 45,000 denominations worth of Christianity in the world. Most of those are non-denominational, but by them existing creates a denomination, right? So there are plenty of churches, congregation, masses, places that congregate for this God that don't fall in line the way your normal everyday church might want you to. So if you are going to pursue this faith, that is what it is, but we can have a different debate on that if you want. But as far as what you can do with it and not dislike yourself, to be honest, a lot of Christians kind of pick and choose how they go about it. And that denomination thing is probably your best bet to seek a non-denom who takes all the people, all kinds, and just see where they go. Because not every Christian I know sticks with the denomination they were raised with, and a lot of Christians I know don't stick with any denomination. Some just literally do their thing and just sit home because they don't like the way Christ or Christianity as a whole has been used over the decades or centuries or whatever. I have a lot of gripes about that in general, but that's just me as an atheist. But so that's beside the point. But I personally would recommend you look into probably a community of believers who don't have those same stereotypes about the faith as the ones you're dealing with now.
Very true. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I actually was baptized into Lutheranism, so trying to not, what's the word? Not there's a word for it. It's like separating yourself from past. Oh my gosh, I'm spacing out on that word. It's where you just like separate yourself from that previous religion.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of different terms you can use, and it just depends on what you're trying to do. A lot of people, if they're reevaluating their faith, whether they keep it or not, that's one thing or another. That's something they decide. But most people call it deconstruction, which is what I am. I'm a deconstructionist.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm trying to find.
So,
thank you.
We know some people who've deconstructed Christianity and it made their faith stronger somehow, some way. I don't know how that works, but to each their own. There are a lot though who deconstruct it and they don't come out as a believer anymore because they learn more than they ought to keep the faith. But that's going to be up to you. Some people just look at other denominations and look at what they do versus what they're currently in and decide that other denomination's better. Kind of back to the original point I made. It just kind of depends.
Very true. Yeah, for real. I am trying to just go through the walk with Jesus and kind of deconstruct my beliefs that I had that was taught from growing up, especially of hell, and how if you do not do certain X, Y, and Z, you're automatically going to hell. Mm-hmm. And that internalized hatred or internalized just, what is that? Guilt and shame over myself when just doing things that are human. and learning that it's okay to take time to learn about yourself, and also that Jesus, he's the one who is there to help you, and just learning through that and learning more about myself through that, deconstructing. It's been a journey, to say the least.
Any form of deconstruction is, and a lot of people, if they deconstruct their faith, they deconstruct maybe their own personal biases, like maybe racisms they might have, or bigotries they might have, or xenophobia they might have, whatever the case may be. There's all kinds of shit out there that should be deconstructed in a lot of people. Those things, religion, quite a few things. But that's kind of what these lives are about that I have and people within my community have. We talk about a lot of these things. So if you ever just want to hang out and listen, more than welcome.
Cool. Thank you so much.
No problem. Some of us are more debatey than others, or hardcore debaters. So just watch whose live you might want to join. But you gotta be careful there. But I mean, because I debate too. It just kind of depends on how the live goes. But some people come up to debate me. Some people come up just to talk. I'm fine with all.
Alrighty. Well, it's been lovely talking already so far, and I hope you have a blessed day, whatever walk you have, if you believe in God or not. I believe that I pray that may Jesus bless you in all your life's aspects, and same here for the chat. I pray everything goes well for all of you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but you have a good day too as well, okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Always got to close with that prayer, but that's okay. I appreciate the sentiment. I get where you're coming from. We'll talk. That's another topic for another day, Ron. Yeah, it's not always great to pray for a non-believer, even though I know your intentions are good. So it's just something to keep in mind. Hey, Tania, how are you, love? But yeah, Lord Tania, when did you add that on your name? I don't remember your name being killing me yesterday. Let me guess, the Discord. It's gonna get worse next week. No, not worse. That is funny. All right. Really quick, guys, tap, share, do all the things. Let's try to get up to 25K likes, hopefully in the next half hour. Also, do some shares, do all the stuff. Also, I'm trying to keep things smaller for a while till numbers go back up. But I do have room for two friendly co-hosts that might want to come up. But otherwise, it's just me and ops or people who just want to come up and talk about the topics. But you are welcome. I have up to room for a couple of them. All right, Fish, are you over 21?
Yeah, 2003.
Perfect. And what topic did you come up for?
The Christian one.
Okay. What did you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Christianity itself is not what's wrong with it at all. It's Christians, the people that follow it. Like everything, there is good people and there are bad people. There is good behavior and there is bad behavior.
No, I agree with that. But if you look at the history of Christianity from its inception till now, it's always been used to oppress and harm for the most part.
Yeah, you're not wrong with a lot of instances there. But like the core value of it, the actual center of it is Christ. And he teaches nothing but love, repentance, and righteousness and just behavior.
Jesus actually says that you should hate your mother, your father, your brother, and your sister, and that he will divide the houses.
But by this, he means he will separate the sin from the righteous. So if you are unwilling to repent and you are to stay in sin, which is basically what you were talking about why Christians are bad, sin is against God. But what you're talking about is Christians breaking human law. So let's say they go out and end a few people, in the name of the Lord.
Thanks, Brad.
That is wrong.
Says on Luke 14:26, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, then he cannot be my disciple. So he's asking people to humble themselves and give themselves completely to him.
Yes. Does it not also say to love your enemy as yourself and also love your neighbor?
Yeah, those are all. That's really bad, like, advice. Why would you ever love like your enemy or like abuser?
It's like this. You want them to see the error in their ways. You want them to change. You want them to become a normal, good person. You want them to have light in them, so they may also share light with others.
Why not say that?
Because Jesus was talking in parables and also talking in ways that people would have to think and try and make up for themselves what he was talking about. No, I think parables for unbelievers and scripture and prophecy was for believers. It's more just to teach. Sorry, go on.
But then that would mean everything that he's ever said is just nothing but a story and that shouldn't be taken literally.
No, some of
Because that means you're
should be
picking and
taken
choosing
literally
otherwise.
as it is meant literally.
But you're picking and choosing otherwise.
I will tell you plainly.
But you're picking or choosing.
That's the
them.
interpretation of it, which is why when you start to try and believe and you try and seek God and understand, the Holy Spirit or God it's himself will step in and try and teach you and give you the knowledge you are required
Hold on a second,
to
Fish.
find out the truth.
You all love to use this argument, but I cannot figure it out. Like, you guys claim that this Holy Spirit, does it like change the words in front of you like some Harry Potter business so that those words mean other words? Or does it do all that before you even open the book? Because you all claim that all the time. Without the Holy Spirit, you can't comprehend the very words I'm reading.
Sorry, go on.
You're trying to tell me that I can't. The words I'm reading don't mean what they say. They mean whatever the Holy Ghost makes them.
That's not the idea. The thing about the Holy Spirit.
But we're physically reading the words and understanding the language that's used in its original context. There's no other. There's nothing. There shouldn't be something outside of that to understand what's being read in front of us.
What are you not understanding about what I'm saying? So I can say in a different way to maybe make it more clear, or.
I understand perfectly fine. It's you that's reliant on some kind of mythical extra spirit to understand what's being said.
Oh no, I'm not really well, I am technically relying on it, but it's more for me. I know. And I'm just trying to communicate it to you in a better way.
If I read the sentence that Jesus
you
said
can understand it pretty much. That's what I'm here for.
Hold on. If you're going to tell me that, you're going to tell me Jesus said a thing. If I read those words, Jesus said this thing, and then I say, okay, Jesus said this thing. Inevitably, you guys all will tell me, no, he didn't say that. He said something else. But I'm reading the words that are written here.
I'm really sorry. I didn't hear you.
I can hear him perfectly fine. That's got to be an issue on your end.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Maybe it's that Brexit Wi-Fi.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No, I think. Right, there we go. Yeah, could you repeat what you said? Sorry, I was cutting. I cut out.
No, that's all right.
No, I'm on mobile data and it was absolutely fine. Just cut out for a second.
Gotcha.
If it's possible, can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, no problem. So what I'm trying to figure out is you're telling me that I need this thing, but if I read in the book a word or Jesus said this, and then I go back to you and I say, okay, Jesus said this, you guys inevitably tell me he didn't say that. It's like that's the words.
There's a delay. Like, you're talking, but your facial movements are not going with what you're talking.
Who, me? Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay. So is it not me, or is it me?
Is that better?
It's not just you now.
Is that better?
Okay.
I see it fine.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
So, something about Jesus that really bugs me, and would you agree with this, Fish, is that Jesus believes that those that he will judge will receive eternal torment?
Jesus will receive eternal torment, or someone else.
Those that he judges.
Seth. Hey, friend.
Jesus judges. I'm not 100% clear, but from what I remember and understand, Jesus the Father judges, and none else. Well, the Father technically, but no one else can judge. Only that of the power of God. And since Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God have the same divinity.
Have you ever read the book of Matthew? Have you ever read the Gospel of Matthew?
Oh my days! I'm honestly saying, if you want to start on Christianity, you should read Matthew. Matthew is absolutely amazing.
Right. So
yeah, I have.
Let's consider like Matthew.
John is also quite good.
Like Matthew 8, Jesus kind of goes off on a tangent here about some people coming in from the east and the west. It's Matthew 8:11. Let me see here, actually. Let me pull it up here.
All right, while he's looking for that, guys, tap and share, please. Like I said, let's try to get up to 25K by 5:30, and let's get these shares up.
I mainly like Matthew because of the Sermon on the Mountain, as well as the other quotes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot in that. He says, "I tell you, many will come."
Guys, can you all not hear me?
Oh, sorry.
That's right. And get the shares up if you can too, guys. I really need to get the shares closer to 100 as fast as possible. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Go ahead.
So Jesus describes that while the heirs of the kingdom will be thrown into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. In another...
Okay, I've just cut out again. Bloody hell. Ladies and sticks.
Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Go ahead.
So yeah, in that one, Jesus is talking about people just like going to a place that they're going to be in anguish, despair. You know, there's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth. There's other like Matthew 13:42.
Thank you, guys.
It describes a place of judgment again, where weeping and gnashing of teeth happens. It's supposed to be a place for the wicked. This is an eternal punishment type of situation. Do you believe that there's any sin that is worth eternal punishment for anything?
Every single one. Every single one.
So
if you've broken one, if you have
worth...
sinned once, that is enough. That is enough for the wages of eternal death.
See, and that's where I fundamentally think that Jesus is not a good like source of advice. Is not a good person, because nowhere in the like the Old Testament or the Hebrew Bible does it mention this realm of hell and eternal punishment.
Yes,
this is all kind of a new
information to us.
It's a new Hellenistic idea that came with, you know, Hades and Tartarus, and this idea of punishment for eternity. There is no crime that would meet that. You would have to have eternally like criminal things going on. Why would anybody deserve that? That is not eye for an eye. That is not fair.
No, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth has been rewritten. It is not that. It says to love your enemy and pray for them. And I don't think it says those words exactly, but it also says, if if they are to slap your cheek, turn to the other cheek and let them slap that as well. So it's basically be humble before your enemy and teach them that peace is the way, and to right yourself out of sin.
Yeah, and if you don't follow,
it's just teaching people.
And if you don't follow these things, if you do not follow the words of Jesus, you will be judged. You will be separated from the lambs, from the rams or the goats or whatever they say. The chaff from the wheat.
Read Matthew 5, 6, and 7.
I have read Matthew 5, 6, and 7.
Read the sermon.
I understand.
So you know the laws and
the
you know
Beatitudes
to be broken, and
the Sermon on the Mount tell people to be meek. They tell people to be submissive, to love their enemy, to love like the other as if they were themselves. Now that one's not too bad of another one, like a I don't mind reciprocity. I think the golden rule is a good rule, but to love your enemy.
Are you more worried about it? Like about the struggle that you might have to do, and if this is real, well, it is real, but for you, if it is real, you might have to do all these things, and it might be difficult for you.
I'm concerned with the effects of Jesus's words, because by introducing this eternal torment that people are terrified of.
It's a really annoying conversation because I can't hit half of what you're saying.
Is it?
Yeah, eternal torment. It basically all the eternal torment is always longing to be with the Father, because the truth is then revealed to you when you die. Think of it like this: you are in
not a lake of fire. That is not gnashing of teeth. I
know, but think of it like this: it's a lot
eternal anguish.
Think of it as in you're in a jail cell right now. The door is wide open, but Satan is flooding your mind with so much luxury and love. Like, this is materialistic value. So everything around you, all you see, you don't really want to look beyond what is in front of you. You don't want to look like towards God. You don't want to look towards the light to see that your jail cell door is open. But then once you die, that door is slammed shut, and all of the materialistic things are taken away from you. So all you are left with is a bare-bone jail cell. This is what life is, and that's what eternal death is. Is that easier to think about like that?
Well, I mean, Satan would have to exist in the first place for this whole thing to work.
I mean, he does, but like that's a whole nother kind of worm.
He does to you, but that's really about it.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, are you really? I mean, it's again, this is what the choice is about. If you choose not to believe in God, He is absolutely fine with that. Your life will go on like it is now.
Well, I mean, you're assuming that I'm an atheist. I'm not.
You don't have to change.
You're assuming I'm an atheist.
I'm saying if you don't believe in God. No, I'm not. I'm saying if you don't believe in God, you won't be with Him. You don't want to be with Him. You're separating yourself from Him.
I don't understand how that is eternal fire. When I hear the words eternal
There's nothing
fire,
wrong with it.
I think of eternally burning pain, like physical pain, anguish.
Good, Benny.
Yeah, eternal
And suffering
fire.
is a bad thing.
It's mentioned in Matthew all over.
In order not to do that, you would follow God's law.
Wait, hold on, Fish. I have a question, if you don't mind. When I was younger,
Yeah, go ahead.
many years ago, I was beaten to near unaliving by a group of homophobic men. Am I supposed to forgive those men for having put me in the ER for several weeks?
Exactly. Like, this is
Right.
exactly the type of thing that Jesus' words lead to.
This is a good question. You should forgive them.
Wait, hold on. Because
Not just to say,
I'm not
I forgive you, you guys. To make them feel better.
I am under no obligation
forgive them to like let go
for harming me due to harmful ideologies that prompted them to near unalive me. I'm not obligated to forgive them for that.
Hold on, guys. 1 second.
No, you're not obligated.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, Fish. 1 second. Thank you guys for helping me reach the gift goal. I really appreciate you. And thanks for all the likes and shares. I appreciate you guys getting those out like that. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Right, yeah. So, Ron, forgiveness is the easiest way for me to put it, the plainest way to put it, is forgiveness is not necessarily forgiving them to make them feel better. It's more forgiving them to let go yourself of the pain and the hurt that caused you, and also acknowledging that the Father has punishment in store for their sin.
You are not telling me anything different than anybody else hasn't already told me.
Well, then you already know the truth, but you're just denying it. I don't know why you're asking me this.
No, we're not denying a thing. We deny it because there's.
You are okay. I've met dense people in my life, but you are dense, Fish.
Come on now. All right. So here's the problem. You're telling us things that are just a claim.
You cut out again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything you said. Can you speak again so I can try and hear you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it is just cutting in and out.
That's fine. So you're telling us things that are claims, right? But when we read the text, they don't always say that. And even if they did say that in the text, the problem is
the choice to believe it or not.
The problem is you can't choose belief. Hey, Twisted. Belief, you're either convinced of a thing or you're not convinced of a thing. And none of this is convincing. It may have been for you,
Well, I mean,
to
the thing
average
about that
critical thinker,
is yes, it has a solid. Well, it doesn't have a solid foundation.
Hold on.
It has a sort of a solid foundation. You're saying.
The
But
average
the thing
critical...
about that mainly is that. Oh wait, are you speaking?
Yeah. Can you all hear me?
Which might be on a bit of a delay or something.
Okay, that's where the problem is.
I told you, it's that Brexit Wi-Fi.
Like, the problem is you're giving us these claims, and even if the book does say these things, right, you're still just giving us a claim. I have no reason to believe that these claims in this book or the claims of your God are true. There's nothing to verify it, and when you all try to just give testimony to it, all you're giving me is what's in your head. I can't verify anything that's only in your head. Oh, he's gone. But he followed me, so maybe we'll see him back. But yeah, like, I can only see what's in your head. Or I can't see what's in your head. So you gotta, your personal testimony or belief that this is a thing doesn't help or doesn't do anything. It's just a thing you believe.
And that's what's honestly very tiring with them.
Yeah, but how come so many have the same belief all over the world?
Well, because
the same thing.
Because Christianity has literally forced itself upon. It's been the spiritual rapist for people for literally centuries.
So, Fish, let's round it all back here. Let's round it all back here to like the background here. So, do you think that being LGBTQ is a sin?
Yes, it is a sin. Yes, it is wrong. But it is not our place to condemn people.
Okay, why? Why is it a sin? Why do you think it's wrong?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's more like when you just know something is wrong.
Well, hold on. You say when you just know something,
it kind of,
because I don't know that, because
I don't want to. It kind of disgusts, but again. Sorry, sorry.
But you just said you don't know why it's wrong.
Right. So, if you don't know why it's wrong, then you just have this intuition.
Brilliant.
You apparently have some intuition that. I mean, some people think that wearing denim on denim is good. I would probably disagree. This intuition that you have means nothing to me.
Man, I can't lie. I physically can't hear you. It keeps on cutting out. If you have a live again in about 30 minutes or so, I'll probably join it.
All right,
but
I appreciate you.
I can't hear anything any of you are saying, and I'm probably just going to end up speaking over you. So I'm probably going to dip.
That's fine.
I hope you
understandable.
I apologize if I'm.
Thank you.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's that Brexit Wi-Fi, man.
All right, something.
Yeah, I just want to round off like what I was trying to get at was if the only thing that's telling you it's wrong is the Bible, and the Bible is going off of a 2,000-year-old understanding of a situation that was not related to what we now see modernly. I don't understand why eternal punishment should be this thing that people are convinced of.
Not to mention, the world was a whole entirely different thing back then as opposed to now. So, like, it boggles my mind. It really does.
Right. Max, are you over 21?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, guys.
What topic did you want to talk about?
The second one?
I'm sorry?
The second one.
All right. What did you want to say?
Like, sorry, I'm walking. So, firstly, I would like to tell you that I'm not from the USA. And so, my English might not be the best one.
That's okay.
Give me a second. So, I am a Christian Catholic, so I can't speak on name of the other denominations, like Protestants or the Orthodox Church, but tell me firstly, what do you define as Christianity, and how Christianity will be a cause for suffering, or maybe a danger for society or the world. I would like to know your perspective first, so I can debate it.
Well, colonization of most of the world, for one, the eradication of multiple cultures and belief systems that those cultures had, two.
Of an eternal punishment based off of a translation of a it's partly put together source.
It's a religion that's done nothing but oppress and harm people since its inception.
Okay. Well, let's start in the beginning of Christianity, like historically. It started in the territory now known as Palestine and Israel. I don't want to make any political statements about the conflict, but there started, and the interesting thing with Christianity and the figure of Christ is that after he died, his followers started to walk around the world and like share his message of dignity of the human person. And first of all, I think that Christianity has the base of a universal conception of dignifying the human person in a dogmatic way. You could say that after that, the followers of Christianity made a lot of war crimes or acts of conquest, but in its primary ideological construction is a religion that was the idea that every human being has value intrinsically. Do you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you against any of that I have told you until now? Like fundamentally that the message of Christ gave the possibility of everything to be available to the world.
Is it all right if I can cut in just real quick? Because you said something interesting, which is about human dignity. I wanted to touch on that.
Yeah.
So I agree with my God is a black woman over here in the chat that said that it destroys human value. And I would agree with that. The idea of this eternal life, be it in eternal punishment or in heaven, takes away from the actual value that we have as living human beings on this earth. One of the only things that we know for a fact. We do not know for a fact that there is a heaven. We do not know for a fact that there is a hell. In fact, there's more than likely neither, because we have zero reason to think so, other than the imagination of a couple of people that wrote in a book 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, I understand that. Let me
harmful.
No, yeah, I understand you. what I wanted to do is first like to separate the historical development of Christianity and the ideas that Christianity has of, supernatural. So, for example, the belief of heaven and hell is one of the most difficult ones to speak about, because every denomination takes the idea of heaven or hell more or less literally, So some denominations of Christianity think that heaven is like a literal physical place that we are reincarnated to, where we see each other, and I don't know, we have parties and we see again the persons that were important to our lives. But I come from a denomination, the Catholic denomination, that doesn't see hell or heaven as a physical place. So in that sense, the expressions of the Bible wouldn't be literal, of that we will have a material body that will be suffering for all eternity, and
why does
wouldn't
Jesus
be fire or any place in particular.
Why would Jesus use words like gnashing of teeth, anguish, fire, burning, torment? What are these if they're not physical terms?
I'm not sure if I am using the word correctly, like metaphors.
Metaphors?
See, I always thought that the place that it's all referencing is Gehenna or Sheol.
Well,
right.
Oh, that's where we get a contradiction. Yeah.
But later, at least the Catholic Church had like of the dogmatic theories of the Catholic Church. Aquinas that integrated a lot of the concepts Christian worldview and their supernatural beliefs, So you may say like the Old Testament and the New Testament have a literal reference to places like heaven and hell, but
regardless, I guess, if it's referring to a soul and its eternal, I guess, whatever life that a soul could have, or if it's this new body that you get that is physical, the eternal part is the part that's concerning to me, because we do not have anything scientifically proven that would show that any living organic being can survive eternally. So this is nonsense. It sounds like magic to me, or fairy tales. So we then apply that type of ideology in how we interact with each other. That's why people will be less caring on their bodies, because they think it doesn't matter. Let God take the wheel. Let Jesus take the wheel. I don't need to go to these doctors. I don't need to have interventions such as like surgery or medicine. They think that, like interpersonal relationships go. Like they don't mind hurting somebody because they think they are saving them eternally. where I, as for instance, a gay man, or sorry, a rainbow boy, would, you know, say like, I'm being treated in a fashion that is with judgment and anger because it is considered a sin in your religion.
So, firstly, let me make you this question. There exists anything in the world that is not material?
I'm a materialist. I don't believe that there's no immaterial thing. I'm not a transcendentalist. I don't believe in anything that does not have some sort of material connection.
Well, but the thing itself, you could be a not materialist and still think that things need to have a material connection. You know, like for example.
Upon what
Right.
grounds, though? What truth? Like, what reason would we have that is empirically, you know, like testable materialism? Because everything that I've ever looked up, you know, as a science in college with everything, seems to be where everything points.
Well, for example, I study law in college, and the first thing that we speak rights is that they itself are immaterial things. For example, you have the property to a pencil, but the right to the property of the pencil isn't the pencil itself, but the will.
Constructs that exist within the shared, like, axiomatic values of a human mind. I would say that's fine. That they are of the physical brain that is of the human.
Yeah, but the point is that the relation that one has with the thing, it doesn't only exist in the mind of that person, but it has to be recognized by the society.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
It is. So in that case, we have something that is objective, but it's not material.
Yeah, as long as humans are around and minds are around. If humans were not around, then these things, they would not be objective, as you say.
Yeah, that's fine, but it exists as long as human exists. You know, as humanity and a relation between people are developed through time, but it is subjective. So you have here an example of something that it isn't material but exists. So that's, for example, something that depends on matter, but it is, let's say, spiritual or formal, if you prefer it.
Sorry, I'm Dugald. What's going on? You keep
I'm trying to fix my background.
Oh, okay. I was just like, you keep going.
I'm actually going to drop down because I can't keep up with where this individual is trying to go here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Max. Like, yeah, what you're trying to say, other than that humans have an axiomatic agreement that we have concepts and our brains can come up with things. That does not prove that does not prove anything beyond materialism. So what my argument and my conclusion here is to say we should be more concerned about what's happening physically right now with our lives, not with what could be beyond that, with this concept of a eternal.
Against the importance of living the present day and the problems of society, of human existence on the terrenal life. I have never said that that was secondary to a good life as a Christian. I could even say that it is principle for all human beings that believe in Christ to try to develop, let me call them potency, all their potential on their eternal life, and try to not only satisfy their necessities but also help his brothers. Like that is one of the first ideas that Christianity and this is connected with the idea that I was giving you about the universality of Christianity, that we are all brothers and we come from one Father. We understand Father, not that they
life while being a Christian?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, it's
racism. We notice this in large denominations based off of, like family values or what have you, Christian values, where it's based on whether or not you're going to get into this fantasy place called heaven.
Well, let me say that Pope Francis said that there isn't a church that is not sinful. Like, one of the principles of Christianity is that everyone, independent of their status, of their origins, of their race, are sinful. So,
I think your background.
Yeah, there are many millions of Christians that are very poor Christians every time, now, in the past, and probably in the future. Probably I am a bad Christian if I think on all my actions that I have done in my life. The point of Christianity isn't only that. It isn't only a list of forms of acting for a human being, but it is a cosmovision of what humans are and what they ought to be.
So,
yeah.
Epistemologically, Christianity, then we can derive all these values and all these great things that you're trying to mention from other sources, from other things, like just secular humanism, caring about each other. We don't have to add in this whole, rainbow people deserve eternal punishment. We don't have to throw in this guilt of original sin. There's a lot that comes with an epistemology like Christianity.
I am 90%. I agree in that statement in 90%. What was the cosmovision of the Occidental values between human relations? Before Christianity, like the form of the way that relations work on ancient times before Christianity was pretty similar to after Christianity, but there was an important difference.
Before Christianity, like Rome before Christianity,
had
an age called Pax Romana, which was actually hundreds of years of peace.
Oh, and they had also a slavery.
I don't know if this guy's ready for
unaccepted.
this conversation.
No, I understand your perspective, but in a human conduct perspective, from the conduct of the people of the time, the concept of charity that didn't exist as a universal value. I don't mean with that the concept of justice, for example, didn't exist. Of course, Rome developed one of the best legal systems of the world. That is
Do you think that's a result
we have as a base
of Christianity?
All right, you guys.
The concept of charity, yes.
Stop. Max, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming up. I'm gonna let you go now. We're
You're crashing the live, buddy.
Gotta go.
I tried. I was just
Lost
trying to.
more than half of the people that were in here.
Yeah, he there's a language barrier there that I think.
Not just that, just nobody had any idea what he was trying to talk about. Just truth be told.
Yeah, that too. He was just rambling, trying to say like, but Christianity is good. It's just because it's good.
Yeah. All right, you guys, tap, share, all that stuff. Try to get everybody back in here. We were headed up towards 70 people, and all of a sudden, bam.
Yeah, people over on YouTube are really getting in on it over there.
The new background, or just in general?
It's just they're going off. They're just a lot of Jesus, love Jesus, nothing beats loving Jesus. Thought ending cliches.
So bots,
yeah, pretty much.
got it.
Which is funny because that's like the response that we usually get when free will gets mentioned. Like, what do you want, robots?
That's hysterical. Why is my... Oh, that's why. Trying to get on my backup to come in here too. But my iPad's being very slow for reasons unknown. There we go.
Yeah, geez, that guy just like crashed the live. You were doing great.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a restart.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a terrible idea.
All right, guys, come right back. I swear I'll come right back.
All right. All right.
Sorry, Chaos. I appreciate you all putting in all that work, though. You know it. All the shares. I don't know if y'all can hear the thunder behind me. Thanks, Jaron. I appreciate you being here. Oh, I guess drove everybody away. Bored everybody to tears.
I'm back.
Yay.
Does the request button not show above my little box?
Was it not show for you guys to click on?
I don't know. It like doesn't show on my like. Oh yeah, it's on there. I have another feed of it. Okay, yeah, you get the request box is out there.
All right.
You can put it back on the other way.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on earlier, Dugald, but like you were having this thing going on where you were talking, but like your motor movements were not matching up with what you were saying at all.
Yeah, some of you guys were saying that was the case, and some of you weren't. So I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm also on an iPad, so like it's not on. Like, and that's also why I can see the full background, I think, where other people couldn't.
You said you think Kamala would have been a better president? Do I think that? Yeah, I think she would have been a much better president. She's not a fascist.
Yeah, like seriously, if Kamala just was gonna just keep doing what Biden was doing, everything was on the up and up. Like our GDP was growing. The Chips and Science Act was bringing manufacturing back. Very much unlike the tariffs that are being pushed right now.
The Affordable Connectivity Program was still a thing.
Yeah, I mean the American Rescue Plan Act has actually done quite a bit in more than just like COVID relief. They actually used that federal funding in many ways. I know this for a fact because I literally work for a large ARPA grant. There was no such thing as
open.
Yeah, there's no
why
open
you all
borders.
keep saying that.
Paul, that
never open.
You're repeating Fox News talking points. That means nothing. If you look at the numbers in 2019 when Trump was president, there was tons and tons of immigration that was going on. And you know why? It's because Trump had overturned or helped overturn through a coup the Venezuelan economy.
And on top of that, Trump is deporting less people than Obama or Biden ever did. He's deporting less people. On average, less.
Now you're using the word sleeper cells. That word didn't even like come up until just that used to be a word that they would say like during the Bush. Well, and like during then, and then also like in the Bush days with 9/11.
Yeah,
that's when the sleeper cell thing came in, and then another time with the Iran situation.
But who are the sleeper cells for now? We don't have a main enemy like that anymore.
Paul, come up. Let's talk about it. Actually, I think Paul's only 19, to be completely honest.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. No. I'm already wanting to limit it to 25, but I don't have the numbers for that yet. So,
yeah. Yeah, so everybody watching, you should tap the screen, share out the live, gift Dugald. We got a little kitty cat gift goal here of 100. I don't know, what is that, like a 1 pen? Or, it's a 5. There you go. There's some kitties for you, Dugald.
the hi friend cats, yeah.
Hi, friend.
Hi friend.
I love that.
Hi friend.
Yeah, so I love your statement there. I really do.
Can't even spell baloney. All right. The answer, are you over 21?
Yep.
Perfect. And which topic did you want to talk about?
All of them, really. We can start at the top, I guess.
Okay. What did you want to say?
Well, so with the MAGA versus Christians, or does that mean like they're the same?
Oh, I'm talking to both of them.
Oh, okay. So, racism and misogyny. Yeah. So, like racism, and misogyny, they're bad, both of them. Right? We shouldn't be racist or misogynistic.
Okay.
Hey, we have no contention there with that. It sounds like you agree with that.
Yeah. LGBTQIA bigotry. Okay, that one.
Wait, no, you're gonna say the whole entire acronym.
Well, then it's more than just that. It's LGBTQIA DVMMOP.
I meant
really not.
it's right on here. Like it seems like you intentionally left letters out.
I just stumbled a bit. I was trying to speed it up. But
Let's move on.
Okay, thank you. So the bigotry. So are you saying that people in this community are bigots?
No, I'm saying that Christians are bigoted.
Okay. I think yes, but it also, they are the LGBTQ. Doesn't make it right, but they are also bigots.
How are we bigots?
Well, you're bigots because you believe in kind of like it's kind of like anti-straight in a weird way.
How are we anti-straight?
Well, it's kind of like you feel like you're rejects from like the cool group or whatever, like the straights.
Cool group?
Well, I'm just making a comparison.
Wait, excuse me?
Like you felt like an outsider for a portion of your life, right? And then you grouped together.
I felt oppressed, bullied, and terrified by you guys, yeah, but not...
Yeah. Right, that's kind of what I mean. So now you form together to create this anti-straight group.
We're not anti-straight in any way, shape, or form.
Did you really wake up today with this fucking like weird mindset and like think to yourself, I'm gonna come on TikTok and spout this in a live?
Sounds like his life story. I'm not part of this conversation, guys. I'm not even a mod in here. I just came up here to say I know Dugald's been on for at least getting close to an hour, and he's only got 2,000 likes. I need y'all to tap the screen way more than that. Please don't forget your heart me's. We can get more shares. I know y'all like having these conversations, so let's please pick up the pace, keep it going so we can have these discussions. I think it's important. So thank you guys very much. That's all I wanted.
I fixed that for you, Ariel. Thank you. All right, continue on.
Thank you. So I feel like what's happened is almost the script has flipped. And now there is more LGBTQ members than the straight people. and now I'm the one getting
That's
bullied.
Misinformation. What are you
That's
talking
complete
about?
misinformation.
Well, no, he's talking about on the panel, guys. Hold on.
Oh.
He's talking about on the panel. First and foremost, you're literally only talking to me right now. With the occasional outburst from something you might have said, nobody's actually else is actually talking to you other than me. So you're not outnumbered, number one. Number two, we're not anti-straight, and none of the things that our community goes out and talks about is it saying that straight people can't be straight, shouldn't be straight, or are bad for being straight.
Well,
None of it says that.
I actually was referring to just the general population in
Okay.
in North
So
America.
You were wrong about that. The most population, that's why we're a minority group, because minority means smaller amount.
I think
We
it's
have
changed.
less than. It's not changed. It's nowhere near changed. We are still less than 10% of the population. And it's the only reason you think the numbers have gone up is because it used to be that people weren't allowed to talk about it, weren't allowed to be gay, or for fear of retribution, harm, or other things. But you're just now in a world where people are allowed to be, so people are talking about it more and are admitting to being as such more. It's not that numbers have gone up from what it used to be. It's simply more people are coming out of the closet. They were always gay. They just didn't get talked about.
Right. It's like left-handed people. When it became more normal for left-handed people to be left-handed, because that was something that was looked down upon at one point. More left-handed people kind of came out of the woodwork. The numbers of left-handed people or southpaws grew. So
it's not because there are more left-handed people. It's just people who were left-handed were allowed to come out and say they were left-handed.
Right.
Oh yeah, I got shit for being left-handed in middle school. Trust me.
Keel, that's not true. You do know that gay people procreate, right? It's so weird, that argument about procreation. We have working parts that can be used for procreation if necessary, wanted, or needed. I don't understand why you all think that people can't fucking procreate just because they're gay. That's so weird.
It's very, very weird. Not to mention the weird fallacies that come up, because then I guess women after menopause are worthless, or people that have, like myself, I had to have my testicles removed because of testicular cancer.
Go ahead and finish your story, Benny.
I'm sorry. Answer. What was that?
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, mi raza?
Excuse me. I'm sick. I blew my nose and I forgot to mute.
That's all right.
Sure. All right. Yeah. Well, I can't reproduce, so I guess.
No, because Keel, we don't want to reproduce. Why would we want to? You all make it impossible for us to do so. You make accusations at us when we have children around us. You say horrible things about us while we're out and about with children or around children. You make accusations that are unfounded about us. Why would we want to have kids?
Yeah, people constantly, in the YouTube chat just a bit ago, they said that the acronym for LGBTQIA was actually groomer. Are you kidding me? Are you?
Oh, that's funny to you.
Yeah, why is that so funny to you, Answer? Do you know that white hetero men are the largest groomers?
Yes, I knew that.
So what's so funny about that then?
Well, the letters aren't even close to spelling groomer. It just made me laugh.
Oh, okay. This guy is so disingenuous.
You were funny. I'm sorry.
You kind of had a zesty little tone there. Are you sure you're straight?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
I'm in touch with my feminine side, but I'm not sexually attracted to men.
Somehow I doubt that, but okay.
Doth protest too much?
I mean, I can tell a good-looking man and admit it.
Hey, you might have to look a little further into that. Maybe just think about that a little bit more. Anyways, the thing is that these concepts are factually wrong, but they are rhetorically being said a lot from Christians and MAGA.
I don't know. I think you like to make up your own statistics.
Nope, these are easily researched all by yourself. They're very apparent, very obvious, and everywhere.
I mean, I could literally just load my laptop back up and turn it on and share the statistics if, Dugald would be okay with it.
On average, white, straight men harm children and women more than any other group of people.
They're also the most targeted and attacked.
No, they're not.
Minority.
No, they're not, because white men are not a minority.
In North America? I mean, in the world?
No, they're not. You don't know anything about where we live.
I live in Canada, and
then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about in the own country you live in. Then
it's all
because that is not fucking true.
It's all
Canada
Indians
and
now.
America are primarily mostly white.
10 years ago, maybe.
No, today, now, this very moment.
Can we get census data from Canada pulled up somewhere, please?
It's a lot of brown people now.
Just because there's a lot of them doesn't mean they're a majority.
But they are.
They're not.
They're not.
Where's your source for that claim? You're making that claim. Where's your source for that?
This is why I said, can we get census data for Canada pulled up, please? Someone?
All you have to do
I
is...
want him to. He's the one making the claim.
All you have to do is look outside. I mean, they're everywhere.
No, that is not an accurate thing. That's like taking That's like taking a spoonful of water and saying, "Look, they're out of the ocean," and saying, "Look, there's no whales." That's fucking dumb.
Well, no, it's the opposite. It's like taking a spoonful of water and saying, "Look, it's purely salt."
No, it's literally you saying, "Look, I took some ocean water. I didn't see a whale in it, so there must not be whales there." You're saying because you look outside, you think that the North America is primarily people of color or of a minority group of some kind, when you have no basis for that other than your eyes and your small little tiny bubble of an area.
It is being brought to light that these are Yahtzee talking points, by the way.
Very much Yahtzee talking points.
I would rather believe my own observations than some
You're quite literally racist.
No,
if you're not willing to look at the stats and see what the actual numbers are, and you're making that assumption and you're mad about it, then you are quite literally racist.
Ma'am, I can look outside and
Ma'am? Ma'am. Really?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Do not fucking lie.
A fucking troll.
Definitely troll.
All
right.
Okay, I'm sorry. But
I didn't think so.
What the hell was that about?
That was so ignorant. And
really, like Christians and MAGA, this is what you got.
This is what you bring to the table, people. Like, and then you wonder why nobody wants anything to do with your religion. Like,
Ariel, you missed what happened before the restart on the last live. Technically, my very first guest was doing exactly what we talked about with Ty and Kate. He was all up in here wondering how many D's I've been in sucked on.
Yeah.
All want to know what year I started doing it. Like,
yep.
Wait,
Ty they can't help it. They're so interested. They can't help it.
Yeah. She was.
I wish I'd been in her live.
It wasn't Ty's live. It was Kate's live, but Ty was on panel with us.
Oh.
Yeah, he was all up in. He's like, what year did you start doing it? Who touched you? Like all up in the business.
If you look up like the statistics of like Google searches for things like trans corn or
they're at the highest.
It's always the red states. They are like the number one states. They're obsessed.
Problem is, Keel, I would agree with you if it were just politics, but you guys literally voted for a man who was trying to destroy the very fabric of our country right in front of you. And you all keep telling me he's not doing it. I'm like, but I'm watching him do it. And you're all like, nope, he's not doing that.
Keel, I'd like to hear your thoughts on voting for Trump and Trump's pretty much blatant connection with Epstein. Like the iota of a chance that the person I voted for being a rapist would be like a deal breaker. I would be like beside myself if I had found that out.
Hold on, who was this? John Bliss. If Obama doesn't go to jail, then we don't have a country. Trump avoided jail, and he did anything and everything he should never do. He's raped women. He's been a P3DO, at least, may not confirm himself, but is at least a supporter of. He's a felon 34 times over. Bullshit.
Not to mention, why are we talking about Obama? He's no longer part of the equation. He's not been part of the equation for years now.
And even if he were, it doesn't matter. You still have to have actual proof that he did something. The only thing that is you guys have gotten on that to say that that's even a possibility is because they re-released the same information that they gave out in the last time that they went through this shit. And it doesn't say anything about Obama being somebody who influenced the election. It says the Russians tried to influence it, not by Obama's want or need or direction. Y'all just make shit up. Or you believe whatever talking points they fucking tell you to believe. Y'all don't look at nothing. Most of y'all can't even tell me what the evidence was in this specific case. None of y'all even fucking know what's in there.
Gil, can we get your age real quick?
Yeah, yes, sir. 36.
Perfect. All right. What specifically do you want to talk about? Just in general. Did you have something specific, or did you just want to respond?
I want to respond, but I forgot what they asked me.
My question was, what are your thoughts on Trump blatantly covering up for Epstein's list? Is it not like completely obvious to you that he's named on this list? And he definitely.
So yeah, I have a couple different theories on this. So one, if he is guilty and he is actually on the list, then I'm going to feel very, very, very bad about voting for him. And then two is I heard allegedly that they did the electronic pin while he was on vacation and signed him in and put in some shit. But I don't know what's true. So if he is guilty, if he's guilty, I totally regret my vote. If he's guilty, fuck you, Trump.
Problem is, right now, there's no way if we'll ever know if he's guilty because he's going to give Ghislaine Maxwell a pardon, and if he's on that list, he's going to make sure she excludes him from it.
Yeah, in my eyes, he's already guilty. Like
he's actually very suspicious.
It's so blatantly a cover.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, it's disgusting to think about. Even like,
but what kills me here's my problem, Kill. Like, if we're talking about him and his misdeeds as far as being a P3DO, why does that bother you more than him doing this?
What?
This part.
Oh, in your prompt. Let's see here.
Why does him being on Jeffrey's list bother you more than this does?
I don't think there's any evidence of him being a rapist or a felon. That's clearly a leftist agenda.
Well, it's
but
not.
The Epstein one is legit.
He's guilty of it.
I mean, he was convicted 34 times, so that says otherwise.
Well, no, that's the felony charge. That has nothing to do with the
Yeah. You're talking about E.J. Carroll.
Yeah. So the E.J. Carroll thing. Hold on, Keel. Did you read the court case?
Leftist judges, though.
No. Did you read the court case? Do you know what evidence was given?
I read. Yes, I read.
What was the evidence given then?
None.
Yes, there was. There was quite a bit of evidence given of her. What was it?
There was no evidence given.
There was literally a dress. There was a dress with DNA on it. Yes, there was a dress with DNA given on it. He had a year to turn over his evidence to exonerate himself from the case as a whole. He chose not to. He never turned it in. So after that year was out, they made a ruling based on the evidence that was given, not just the dress, but the testimonies and everything else. Why would you not give up your DNA if it could exonerate you from having to pay all that money?
Sounds like he had something.
Buddy, I watched cases like you did. I don't think there's no evidence.
That's literally what she turned in, was a dress. He chose not to turn in his DNA to exonerate himself.
Oddly,
a dress that was 23 years old.
It doesn't matter. DNA can last long enough for that. It doesn't matter. It's literally a dress that they could have just tested DNA on, and he did not do it.
Why didn't she turn in 23 years ago?
She already gave her explanation to this. As a matter of fact, we've talked to a lot of people that know her directly. She flat out has said, I didn't come out with it then because I didn't want to upset her parents. Because here's the thing, she was affluential. She had money. She didn't do it for money. She already had her own money. Her family was known. She was known. She had no reason to make it up. And she didn't turn. And here's the thing: most women in the U.S., especially when it comes to men of power, especially when it comes to men of power, most women don't report their sexual assault.
Keel, I would love to hear you say that if a larger man, a stronger man than you, took your dignity while you were at the shopping mall in a dressing room, that you would come out and turn that person in.
Well, no, especially if that man is a man with a shit ton more money than you and could keep this in court forever.
Oh, yeah.
That power dynamic's the important part. That's why he gets away with it. Like, you need to read the court case. Oh, he left. He didn't like what we said. You literally did not read the court case because you didn't even know that was there. That's what I was saying earlier. I bet you none of these people ever know what's in the court case for this.
You say something about auto pen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worried about auto pen.
With his full chest too, mind you.
Yeah. It drives me insane that they do not read the case. And it's proof that they listen to just propaganda.
Scary to me that how quickly people are to dismiss like accusations or like the very founded like evidence. Yeah. Like a jury of his peers found him guilty.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the stats are on demographics for women who turn it in. I just know most women in general. I don't know if it's different per race, ethnicity, nationality, or whatever, but I know it's most women don't. Drives me insane. They're all up in arms about Epstein, but this doesn't bother them. Make that make sense. Make it make sense.
Mention the way he described what he does with women to Billy Bush and the way she described what happened to her line up completely.
Hunter Biden didn't do anything. There was no evidence for it, or else he would have been arrested. Your own people are the ones who investigated it, and they had nothing. Your own people are the ones who had the damn briefcase and the laptop or whatever for fucking 3-4 years. Nothing came of it. If you had the evidence, you should have done something.
Hunter Biden holds no office, never held any office that mattered. So who cares?
He had no influence on anything.
Nobody gives a shit.
And you all don't say shit about Jared Kushner walking over there and getting $2 billion from the goddamn Saudis. Don't nobody say nothing about that. Hey, nephew.
Hey. How are you?
Oh, just wonderful.
Guys, this is my actual nephew.
No, that one guy, his whole argument was like kind of bullshit because people in prison that stuff happens to when they get out, they don't talk about it.
No,
they won't talk about that stuff at all. So saying why did they bring it up 23 years later? I don't know. Maybe they finally felt comfortable.
Right. Exactly.
Like that whole argument is just bullshit. Yeah, that's a very good point. That whole argument, like it happens all the time in prison, and you don't hear anybody bragging about it when they get out.
Men who get raped by women don't talk about it.
No, that's what I mean. Like it's very like what's that? Demoralizing.
Yeah, hush hush. And it is for women too. That's why they don't do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why they won't talk about it. So that whole argument is bullshit. Exactly. That's a throwaway argument that they seen on like Fox News. That was the whole thing. They brought it up on Fox News, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that." No, you're fucking stupid.
Exactly.
All right, I just wanted to say that. I'll go on mute. That really grinded my gears.
I appreciate it, nephew. No, he's very right. He's seen it more times than I can count in our own family who say the same shit. Oh, why didn't they do something about it? Why didn't they say something? It's like they're not in touch with actual people. They're just not. Just not. All right. Ron, I'm going to drop you down for a little bit. I might bring you back up later, but I'm going to keep kind of rotating some things around.
Yeah, no problem. I actually do gotta go, so actually, you could drop me for your algorithm to get out. I appreciate being up here, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Awesome. All right. If you are a Christian or a MAGA and would like to talk about the above subjects, if you would like my take on it before you request up, I believe that MAGAs and Christians are indeed misogynistic and bigoted. And that includes any demographic of them who fall into that category in some way, shape, or form. I also believe that most Christians are the ones, it's primarily Christians that voted for Donald J. Trump, who is indeed a fascist and is backed by Christian nationalists. So that is where that's coming from. And the last one should be fairly obvious. If you do not believe he is one of those things, please present evidence that shows otherwise beyond the court cases that actually say he is.
Johnson Larry, you know, I'm a big believer in if you can, if you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk. So you guessed up. Also, anybody watching on over on the tubes there, all you got to do is get TikTok mobile. If you already have it, just search Dugald, Dugald. You'll find the live. You can request up. And yeah, you can stop being a coward.
That's the way I see it. If we get more MAGA and more Christians in here, I'll go to full panel. And then we can do another friendly, but otherwise we're going to keep it like this until then. We are going to try and talk calmly and one-on-one. We are going to let them say the BS, even though we don't like it. But once they're done saying the BS, you can say whatever it is you need to say. How does that sound to everybody? Awesome. Cool. Because that's just how that's going to go. All right. Need to move that somewhere out there.
America is not a Christian. It was not built on Christian values. I don't know where people keep getting this.
I don't know. Because it's primarily Christians here. So they think that it automatically makes it a Christian nation when that is not the case.
They project the 10 Commandments onto the Bill of Rights. And it's like you realize that the 10 Commandments, well, which 10 Commandments, first of all?
Right. That especially. Which ones? Fuck. 613 of them bitches, and you all only picked 10? They're not even the original 10? All right, Never Trip, are you over 21?
23.
Perfect. And what topic did you want to talk about?
We could do number 2, I guess. Yeah, let's do 2.
All right. And what do you want to say?
Oh, well, I'm a Christian, but I wouldn't say I'm a nationalist. Like, could you expound on like what you mean by that?
Did you vote for Donald Trump or the Republican Party?
Nah.
All right. Then you don't necessarily fit this category. The reason I put that there is because the largest percentage of people who identify as Christians, a huge percentage of you guys voted for Mr. Trump and his Christian nationalist fascist regime. So that's why I put that there. But if you didn't fall into that category and you did not vote for him, then you can probably let that one fly.
Oh, tight. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I was finna vote for Trump. The only reason why I didn't was just because he was a felon. And I just feel like that's kind of contradictory. Like, I know it's not in the laws that a felon can't run for president, but I just felt like that was like a little too far.
All right, I agree with you on that. But what was it that almost made you vote for him, though?
Honestly, it's because I feel like the hate is kind of forced. Like, obviously, of course, we're gonna have like people in different political parties is gonna have opposition to the broader concepts of what people stand for. And I've heard a lot about the grape allegations. So I don't even know if anybody's been confirmed, but I just be hearing like a lot of this different stuff, I guess.
Well, never. Actually, and this is part of why I actually put that specific one on there, is because a lot of people who are Trump supporters or whatever, they tend to not know what the case was that was leveled against him and why he had to pay out a shit ton of money. He was found civilly liable for SA. What happened was he said some shit about somebody he shouldn't have. They filed defamation lawsuit because they wanted him to stop talking about them and making up lies. And in order to win a defamation case, you have to prove that the thing they said is a lie, right? And the thing he said about her was about the essay that she claimed happened between her and him and her, right? So when they took it to trial, it was in front of a jury, it was in front of everybody. When they took that case to trial, all the evidence was laid bare. There was everybody she had talked to back in them days, whether she was friends with them or not still. It was her own parents, her psychiatrist, that she talked about it with afterwards. She even gave up a dress that had his DNA supposedly on it from what she said. Donald Trump was given a year to turn over his DNA to see if to exonerate himself, and instead he chose not to. Instead, he said, no, thank you, I'm not going to do that, waited the full year, and then they just had to make a ruling based on the evidence that was given, which is all the testimonies from all of the people that she knew, including her psychiatrist. And based on the events and the fact that her story never changed in all the years that she's told the story or whatever to all these people, they went with her and said that, yeah, they've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that, or with reasonable doubt, that she was correct. He did do this. So he wound up having to pay out, what was it, several million or $1 billion, more than he had at the time, to her. And she then turned around and donated all that money to the other people who claimed to have been essayed by Trump.
Typo.
So, I mean, like, there was evidence given. He chose not to exonerate himself. That alone, to me, tells me it's guilty, but the jury and the judge found him guilty as well.
Right.
I mean, he even said E. Jean Carroll, he claimed was her, he thought she was his wife.
Marla Maples.
Yeah. And then changed his story about who he thought she was. He claimed he didn't even know her.
Tight. And I heard the story clear and everything, and I know you referenced sexual assault. I know it's TikTok, but like,
the reason they couldn't call it actual grape is because the E. Jean Carroll, she did not know if he used his finger or his other part.
Into a legalistic about his phallus and finger. The difference is the two terms that we're referring to.
Hold up. Okay. Right. Wow.
Yeah, if you read the court case, and Justin, yes, if you read the court case, they found him legally liable for SA. That is why he had to pay out the money for defamation, because his claim was his lies that she sued him for under that defamation was about the grape case. She proved that he was liable, that he did do it. That's why he had to pay the money for defamation. And the statute of limitations ran out on the grape case, which is why it was civilly charged in the first place. And the only reason she brought it up civilly was because the law was changed for the Catholic Church victims of the Catholic Church. They modified the law for civil suits so that they could get justice too. And it opened the door so that she was able to do it based on the defamation he gave.
Well, you done definitely taught me something today.
Yeah, if you ever go check it out, like I know it's a court case, but like it's pretty wild. Like,
right, and it's like I do like crime documentaries and everything, and I watch them, but it's just I've never ever seen like a specific like name to just go look up, like, you know what I'm saying? But I've heard, about all of the, allegations, because it's been a lot.
Oh, there has been a lot more than that. She's just the one that could prove it in court. That's why she turned around and donated all the money that she got to the other ones who had said that he had done it. To them. So like it wasn't about money for her either, because like I said before, she had money. She was part of the society. That's how he even came about her anyway. She wasn't some girl they invited to the parties. She was literally just part of society that he was part of, because she came for money of her own. You know what I mean? She had no reason for the money. That's why she donated it all.
Yeah. That's kind of fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry if I don't know if I can say that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I cuss all the time. You're good.
Okay. So can you do a rundown real quick? What can I not say?
This word without the G, put the G on it. You can't say SA, what that means, what he got charged with actually, as far as that civil case goes. You have to just do the abbreviation SA. Just know what that means. You can't say P3DOs, the real word. You have to say P3DO or something alluding to it. You can't say Schmittler's name correctly, and you can't say the Schmolocaust or G-side.
Type. Got you.
Basically anything that shows direct harm to a person or individual that causes their unalivement.
Feel that. Nah, okay. So, well, yeah, you was right. I mean, since I didn't really vote for Trump, that really didn't apply to me. Mm-hmm. What was the first topic about?
The first one is all about just general conservative and/or Christian Christianity, especially, kind of usually has a tendency to create these three things, and the deeply held beliefs of both the right and Christianity tend to be these things as well, sometimes even unknowingly.
Well, yeah. I mean, I appreciate the conversation, because, I mean, I guess none of this stuff really applies to me. I don't know what to say.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming up. Have a good one.
All right, bro.
Hi, Archbishop. How are you? Glad to see you back. Let's see. All right. Yeah, everybody tap, share, do all the things. I appreciate you so much for being here. Let's get some MAGAs and or Christians in here who would like to talk about the above topics. We can always switch topics up if we think we need to, but for now, this is where we're at. So yeah, tap, share, do all the things. Appreciate you.
So what's been going on?
Not much. How are you? How's things?
Oh, still looking for a house. That's been rough.
Still?
Yep.
Housing market's a bitch right now.
Yeah, I'm about to go insane here.
I'm sorry, nephew. I told you you're welcome to stay here for a while if you want.
I might take a little 2-week vacation over there.
We can do that. We can figure that out.
No, every house I keep looking at, the foundation's falling in on itself. And it's like a $230,000 house. Why is there a foundation falling in on itself? And you still want that much?
You've been looking on my side of the river too, or just on yours?
No, I ruled out Cincinnati because I had terrible luck over there. So, yeah.
I was hoping you can find another gem like mine near my house.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping to find one like in Covington or something, or like on the outskirts of Covington.
Yeah.
No, I can't find nothing.
That sucks.
Every house I do see, I'm like, man, I really like that one. And they don't have a picture of the basement. And I go look at it and I'm like, that's why you didn't have a picture of the basement. It's falling in.
What the hell's going on? Well, you can always get that the other FHA loan that's also for repairs, so that there'll be enough to pay for it to be fixed. Or you can get them to pay for half of it.
To be honest, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, or you can put it in the deal that they have to pay for half of it being fixed, at least.
I have a bunch of these, like the one house I actually put a bid on. The realtor was like, yeah, the husband can fix it. He's been in construction for 20 years. And I'm like, okay, he's lived in this house for 5 and he hasn't fixed it yet. No.
Something right there.
This guy doesn't know what he's doing if he hasn't fixed it yet. He should have fixed it when he
right there. Hey, Patty. You're welcome to come hang out if you want. But yeah, shit, nephew. I'll keep a lookout. You just text me what your price range is. I'll keep a lookout too.
It's like around 215, 220.
Okay.
Because it is just me, and I don't want to I don't want to do like two of my paychecks for a mortgage.
No.
No, I'm more of like a paycheck and a quarter, maybe paycheck and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay with that. You know, I don't want to be house poor.
Oh, no, I get that. Trust me, I get that.
Yeah. I'd be like, man, look at my cool house. I can't leave it, but look at it.
Hey, thanks for coming. Like, that's all I can do.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What happened to Trump fucking fixing this housing market? What happened to that? Can we talk about that?
His tariffs fucked it up even more, and so did the deregulation he did in his first term.
Yeah, let's talk about that. He's doing a great job, and I still can't get a damn house. I've been looking for 9 months.
Fucking ridiculous.
He's doing such a great job.
The tariffs on Canada made wood exponentially more expensive, so that's
what I tried to explain that to Grandpa, because Grandpa was like, buy an acre and build a house. I was like, it's not any cheaper.
No.
It's cheaper to buy one than to build one.
Yeah, it's much cheaper now to buy than build.
I tried to explain that to him. He's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you. I do this. I see it every day.
I'm literally looking and dealing with it right now.
I see it every day at work. I ask the builders how much they're building the houses for. I see what they got going on. I see it. I'm living it.
You might have to buy a tiny house, nephew.
I thought about that too. Get me an Amazon house. Ship me one right to the front door.
I'll get zoning and I'll call it a shed, and that way you can just put it on my backyard for now.
Yeah, that's it. I'll put it on the very back of your driveway.
And then we'll just tell them it's a shed so that we can zone it right.
It's a really cool shed. You can fit so much storage in there.
It's my really cool shed, exactly.
Has a little second level. It's all glass front. Look at
No, it's not another house. Just because it has a bathroom in it doesn't mean anything.
Well, I don't want to go from my garage back inside when I'm already out there doing yard work.
Right. I'm just trying to deal with it now.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of ways around the zoning.
All right, y'all, tap, share, do the stuff. You know what to do. We're just hanging out right now until we get either some ops or some people that would like to cover any of the background. I know I did say MAGA and Christians, but we can always let friendlies up and say their piece too. Yeah. Oh, and Petty, since you've let me hang out on your live, you're always more than welcome to hang out on mine as well too. I appreciate you. Yeah, tap, share, do all those things.
What's that? What's that one? IBS. You got IBS. You can't make it back inside. That's why you have your shed out there.
Just call it an extension, a detached extension.
Well, that was the other thing I was thinking. Does it really need to, like, if you do just, like, let's say I decided to do that to a garage and I just connected it to the house, would that still be a single residence?
Maybe.
Like if I connected it just with like a breezeway?
Maybe.
Because then it is connected to your house.
And then we could just get around it that way.
It would be an addition at that point.
That's right. I like it. We'll see what happens. See what we can come up with on that.
Dig a big hole and drop a couple shipping containers into the ground. I'll be good.
If anything, we can finally get my backyard paved over instead of having that grass back there like I've been wanting.
Yeah, you need to get a skid steer so we can flatten it out a little bit. Get rid of some dirt.
Yeah, it definitely needs flattened. All right, y'all. You know what to do. We got nobody requesting up. I don't know about MAGAs and Christians. Maybe I need to change backgrounds again, you think? I don't know. They're not wanting to come.
The Holy Spirit, the Holy MAGA Spirit is not with them.
I feel like the MAGA train list. I feel like that made a lot of people mad.
I don't know. If you look at this YouTube chat that's going on, it is a lot of people talking over there. A lot of cowards, though. A lot of people that aren't willing to come over. No. I have instructions on how to do it. You just got to get TikTok mobile. It's a little app on your phone. And you just look up Dugald. You can request up.
Doing computer things? That's too much sense.
Right.
That's actually absurd. 47% of MAGA would still support if he was on the list. That is disgusting.
Ew.
That is filthy. That's what, I don't know how to say that name. So I'm not going to try.
Okay.
J-Rab. That's insane. If that's
that is filthy.
That's so gross. But here's the thing. I don't know why we're shocked by that, because this didn't deter them.
Yeah, that's a good
didn't
point.
deter them.
That's a good point. But they were upset with Diddy. Make it make sense.
Right?
They were the ones that were like screaming for the list.
There's an easy explanation for that. Diddy's darker than we are.
I was going to say, we all know the explanation. We all know why.
Because Diddy's a black man.
He's doing the same shit Trump's doing. Look.
Robbie, they didn't release the list because I'm pretty sure there's some Democrats on it too. We don't care. Let them go to jail too. We don't give a fuck. I don't know why you all think that we actually worship our politicians, that we don't think they should serve time if they did something illegal. The only ones who try to get people or politicians off for doing bullshit is y'all with Trump.
If you're on that dirty list, it doesn't matter which party you're in, who you are, which CEO you're a part of.
You're going to jail. Bye.
You need to go.
Bye.
You need to go to the island that Trump built.
J-Rab, what's crazy is this wasn't your red line. But P3DO is. They're both assault, they're both harm. They're both terrible things, and they're both dominating another person.
Yeah, the sheer number of just coincidences, if you will, is just wild. I mean, think about it. How many pictures of Trump and Mr. Epstein are there? And this was in a time
friends for over a decade.
And that was in a time where like cell phones and stuff, like you had to be like with that person a lot to be that in that many pictures. Like, I have best friends that I don't even have like nearly as many pictures with from those times.
Right. They locked up Cosby, sure as shit. They're trying to go after Diddy, sure as shit. They ain't after Trump.
I think it's funny you run your whole campaign on basically you having this list and you'll release it and then you find out your name's on it and you're like, oh, I don't have it.
Ain't no list. Don't exist.
That wasn't even real. Oh, so you lied. Okay.
I have this one. Hold on. That background I had before, yo. This one. Nothing to see here. It's the best nothing that's never been seen.
That's funny.
I made that up myself. I'm so proud. But yeah, there we go. All about Epstein's list.
Trump and the church, they're very similar.
Yeah, that's why he's backed by Christian nationalists, because
The church gets caught. The church gets caught, and they just send them all to Greece.
They do more than that. Did you know, nephew, that almost every church, if I'm not mistaken, almost every church, no matter the denomination, has SA insurance for all the children that get harmed?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. See, that's disgusting too. And people are still going to church and forcing it down their kids' throats and everything else.
The Catholic Church especially has, for every church, Southern Baptists do. Pretty sure the rest of the denoms as well.
Ooh, this guy said he had some perspective on this from the Mormons.
Yeah, a friendly can come up and say their piece if they want. But yeah, it's pretty gross. They all have SA insurance. It pays out the victims of their priests, preachers, and pastors.
See, that's disgusting. That's crazy.
Trump's backing a bill that's going to protect Catholic priests that find out about SA in confessionals because it violates the confidentiality. I don't care. If you hear about SA, report it.
Yeah, between you and your clergy.
I feel like if it's against the law, then it shouldn't be confidential. Kind of like if you go to your therapist and you say you're going to off somebody, that's not confidential anymore. They're going to go tell the police. So no.
Or of the GOP being a group of pedo protectors.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Trump with his Epstein file. Nothing to see here is the biggest, greatest nothing that's never been seen. Uncle Sam, are you over 21?
Yes, I am.
All right, and what did you want to say?
So I'm an ex-Mormon, Utah raised, all that fun stuff. So the Mormon Church literally has an in-house law firm that handles all of this stuff before it ever makes it to a jurisdiction.
Wow.
And they basically are, in my opinion, the one writing all of the policy, procedure, laws, and everything, pretty much for the whole state of Utah. To where even if you do go to one of your church leaders and you report one of these instances, a lot of times you'll actually just be flat out called a liar. At least that's been my personal experience when it happened to me. To the point where I was told that I had to go apologize to the man that I was making accusations to.
What?
Because he was a good man.
I hate every bit of that. I'm so sorry.
So, it's when people talk about the Mormon Church like they're this great big happy entity. Yeah, they can do a lot of good, but I mean, really, they're a multi-billion-dollar real estate holding with tax-exempt status because Jesus.
Yep, that's exactly right.
So
that's exactly right.
but yeah, if you want to do a weird dive, look into the McConkey law firm that handles everything for the LDS Church and Ensign Investments and all of that stuff. It's quite the journey.
That's
you know, and I and the reason why Mormonism still thrives today, in my opinion, we all know it's a cult. And anybody from the outside looking in is going to agree that it's a cult, but it's because it's up until the 80s, it was a nice little shiny whites only packaged, clean presenting cult. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm at work.
No, that's all right.
And I had it on my mind. So
thank you for sharing that with us. I hate every bit of that, but thank you for telling us about it and what happened.
You know, and I appreciate you using your platform for good. You know.
Thank you. It means a lot.
And just know that not everybody from like Wyoming and Utah is like a complete habitual piece of shit.
I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Take care, buddy.
Wow, that's a lot. So somebody in the YouTube chat was saying they wanted receipts on the Trump thing that I mentioned about the clergy. Trump, this is MSNBC, but this is also reported on other news. Let's see. Trump-backed clergy nets a win over Washington state child abuse law. For now, members of the Roman Catholic clergy in Washington, backed by the Trump administration, won a victory in court last Friday as they seek to dismantle a controversial aspect of a state law meant to curb child SA. The U.S. District Judge, David Estudillo, granted the plaintiff's request for a preliminary injunction on Friday, placing a hold on Senate Bill 5375, a law that requires faith leaders to report instances of child abuse relayed to them, including Catholic priests who hear such admissions during confessions. There's your receipts. Yeah.
What are you're just out there yelling shit into the void. Nobody knows. What are you even talking about? What name calling did I make that wasn't true? And beta male, motherfucker, ain't nobody scared of you.
I was about to ask what a beta male was. I don't even know what that is.
It's fucking dumbassery.
I'm a beta male, a certified beta right here. I'm a sub boy. I'm a subby.
It's basically they're trying to say that we're not as manly as they are, so therefore they're the dominant ones.
Oh, Jesus.
It's real bullshit.
Sadly, I'm sure a lot of people would actually call me an alpha. I hate that term, but like, term. I tend to like end up being the guy who has to like take the wheel.
Wolfpack.
It's so fucking dumb. And what's funny is wolves in nature don't have an alpha beta system. Wolves in nature don't do that. They only get that shit when they're in captivity.
Yeah, there's no science behind it.
No, there's not. There's like that's what I was asking. Like I don't understand. That's why I understand like beta male, alpha male. I just didn't understand what that has to do with like anything.
Literally, that's what they think it means because they're ignorant to literally everything. Literally. It's crazy stuff.
So, is it alpha to call another man daddy?
Probably not in their eyes, but whatever.
I mean, I've seen a lot of alphas, if you will. I'll put them in quotation marks, calling Trump daddy Trump.
Yeah, that's so weird. That's so fucking weird. And the ones that walk around saying King Trump, those are the ones that baffle me even more. I'm like, we fought a whole war about that.
Do you remember that 275 parade? Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Do you remember how many accidents happened on that?
No, I don't, to be honest.
Okay, there was like 15 accidents in the span of 10 miles, and they shut down all of 275 because none of them knew how to drive. But that wasn't my point. My point was these people spent so much money like wrapping their vehicles, like their trucks and their boats and everything else, like Trump 2020, just for him to lose. That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I do
They
remember
spent
that.
so much money on their trucks and their boats to get them all wrapped and that, like, what do you do with it when he lost? You got to rip it all off, or you're going to keep it on there and look stupid the whole time? Like, what's going on?
Those are the people that drive around with balls on their truck. That's what that is. Those are people running around with testicles on their truck and calling.
I drove around with a dildo as a shifter, so I can't. It's amazing. I can't say much on that.
What's funny, in one of my apartments I had back when I was in my 20s, when I lived with my friend Kim and all of our friends were there every day. I had one, but it was never used. But I used to put it on the door and call it a door knocker.
That's funny.
I used to hide it in random places around the apartment, like on the ceiling or up high on the wall.
We did that too in college.
Just to wait for people to fucking find it and be like, "What the fuck?"
I think we ended up leaving it in our rental, like up in kind of like a crawl area, like in a closet.
The one that I had, I got it for Dad just for a joke. It was like his 40th birthday. And like everybody came to the house and we were all sitting at the dinner table and I had it actually like wrapped. I went to Walmart and I had the lady wrap it. And she, like, Dad opened it up. He opened the box and he was like, Grandma was sitting right next to him. And he puts it down. He doesn't take it out. And Grandma was like, "What is it?" Dad's like, "Oh, it's nothing." And she was like, "What is it?" And Dad's like, "Oh, it's nothing." And Grandma was like, "Is it a dildo?" And I was like, "How did you know? That is crazy. You didn't even see it." And he was like, "I don't want this thing." So I took it and I started doing like dildo flips with it because I had a suction cup on it. And before bottle flips were cool, I was doing it with a dildo. Sticking it to the ground. It was pretty cool. Sticking it to the window. That was awesome.
It's hysterical.
Stuck it on my motorcycle, drove around with it on my motorcycle, stuck it on my Honda Civic, stuck it on there.
Well, my favorite was I would stick it up on the ceiling, right? Because it's all, and I would wait for people to get, elevated, and inevitably somebody would go, and then just be like,
"That's funny."
It was my favorite thing to watch people realize that it was theirs. That's hysterical to me for some reason. I would never do that now, but now it used to be hysterical. It used to be the funniest thing.
That makes it even better because I would still do it. Like I'd still stick it places if I had it. People would come into my house for the first time and be like,
"What's happening?
What is that?"
You're gonna hear a lot of "You need a woman." I will say, I wish you'd have told me that story when your dad was alive. I would have.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I would have made fun of him for that.
It was fantastic.
I would have totally made fun of my brother for that.
It was funny. He was just like, "No, I don't want this thing. No." He didn't think it was funny at first because all of his buddies were there. Grandma was there. Suzanne's mom and dad was there. Everybody was there. But then like a month later, he was like, "That was kind of funny." And I was like, I know. It was hilarious.
Right? Chaos, I just realized something. This may not be the best background because look.
Wait, that makes it awesome, though.
It kind of does, but still. Oh, everybody, Chaos Engine is the one who credit for the background. I appreciate it so much.
I will admit, it does look like Jared Leto a lot.
It does.
It makes me want to it's long-haired Jared Leto, though. I always think of Requiem for a Dream when I think
Ariel with the Hail Dugald. Jesus Leto. Leezus. Just Leezus.
Was it Jared Leto that's got like a weird kind of cold? I mean, that kind of fits, I guess.
I mean, Jared Leto does look like Jesus.
He doesn't age.
Well, he looks like white Jesus, obviously.
Right.
There's Middle Eastern Jesus and Black Jesus still, too.
personally, I don't think that Jesus ever existed. So I mean,
he didn't.
It's whatever your brain pictures.
I get there's a consensus, but I'm not entirely sure there is. I know Justin's point is like he had to, because otherwise the entire New Testament would be useless. But it's like, or pointless. And I'm like, well, but it kind of was pointless. If it was used by Marcion to be a cult, then it was intended to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think I'm kind of, I am technically agnostic on it. I don't really care one way or the other if he actually just existed, because neither of it proves his divinity.
Right. I mean, yeah, like we can all agree that the Jesus of the Bible never existed is what I guess I'm saying. More or less.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there might have been an apocalyptic preacher of the Levant area, you know, Palestine, that maybe came from Galilee. There was an actual historical record of a Jesus from Galilee, but it was a different Jesus than the one considered a Christ, according to Josephus.
There's a really good chance, Levin, that I lean more toward he didn't exist. Just because of the cult that Marcion had going on, I do lean that he doesn't, but I don't. It doesn't really matter one way or the other is my point. But yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely not a person that walked on water. Nobody's ever walked on water.
Uncle, are you talking about Christ for Jesus? He's part of our community. We know who you're talking about. Yeah, I actually have his book as well.
Love Jaron.
Yep.
I was just talking to him about the book of Luke and how there's definitely parts of Luke that were added in after the fact, or it might actually prove that the book of Luke was written in probably like 155. Because the only the earliest mention of Luke was about this verse in like Luke 22 about Jesus dropping blood sweat. And yeah, that wasn't in the original manuscripts. It was definitely added in later on. Justin Martyr was the first person to even mention Luke in recorded history. And what Justin Martyr explained was that verse of Jesus having the blood sweat. And Bart Ehrman kind of backs this up in his introduction to the New Testament textbook that I have.
All right, so actually, might as well showcase them now. We actually have several of our content creators who have written books, starting with Dr. Bowen, Joshua Bowen. I don't know if it's going to let you see it.
I need to get that one.
It says, Did the Old Testament Endorse Slavery by Dr. Josh Bowen. He goes live and he's part of our community. Then there's the one that we talked about already, Christ Before Jesus. This takes a data analytical approach to the text, and it shows that it strongly suggests and has good evidence to show that Jesus probably didn't actually exist as a person. And then the other one is Crucifying the Bible by our friend Deborah Grace.
Deborah Grace. I've read the last two books. I need to read Dr. Bowen's book. Dr. Bowen is so intelligent. He knows so much about the Hebrew language and the Old Testament, and he goes so far into depth, I'm sure, on that subject of slavery. And
I can get a name to stay in view. Hold on.
And it's very clear that God condoned slavery.
How much of that you can see through the chat, but that's how you spell her name, Deborah Grace. She goes by the same name here on TikTok.
Wait, excites for Jaron to do the BO. What's the BOM? I'm blanking.
Yeah, what's BOM? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Book of Mormon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's doing the Book of Mormon and the Old Testament.
I can't imagine them results are going to be good because the New Testament itself didn't stand a test. I can't imagine these made up ones doing any better.
Yeah, it upsets me because so many people are so quick to dismiss the claims of the stylometry. It's not even really claims; they're facts. You know, the stylometry is all right there. People can run it themselves. It's peer reviewed. It's been tested. I don't understand why it's just dismissed, other than, you know, some biblical scholars are going to dismiss it because, yeah, it puts their claims that they, at risk.
Yeah. But no, check out those 3 books by our fellow content creators here on the app. Also, free plug, even though they're not here, our friend Ria, she goes by Life with Ria. She works for Mutual Aim, which is a charity service. If you ever catch her, like I said, she goes by Life with Ria as her username, just Ria as her screen name. She works for them, and they do a lot of good work to help feed starving children throughout the world, locally and abroad. So definitely try to search her out and help her out in any way, shape, or form that you can, if you can. Or check out Mutual Aim from her links in her bio. Also, check out our friend Thinker. She has an app on pretty much all the app stores, called Nodapt. And it is an excellent source for minority groups to check out businesses owned by other minorities.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what Nodapt's all about. At least I think that's what Nodapt's all about. I haven't been on it in a while, but that's pretty much what I've noticed from it.
We have a similar app that is like DoorDash, but it's for like minority owned like restaurants.
Oh, that's cool.
In our city. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, this one just tells you, like, I think it's been a while since I've looked at it, so I don't remember all the specifics on it. But it's basically like you can see the people who own a business and you know what their stuff is and what it goes for and whatever. But yeah, it's NODAT. Those are the only plugs for actual books or businesses that I know of within the community.
I'm trying to think. Well, Justin's writing a book currently, but I don't know when that's going to come out.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, Justin's writing a book. It's on the prophecies. It's going to be a very big deep dive on all of the prophecies, the messianic prophecies, and how Jesus does not fit into any of them in their original context. Yeah. The only way that they could ever like be connected to Jesus is through this weird like typology explanation that still doesn't make any sense to me, because if a prophecy is supposed to happen twice, I think the prophecy would probably be mentioned that it's going to happen twice.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited. Justin's supposed to be in Cincinnati soon, so he says he wants to make a few videos together, so I think it'll be fun.
Justin is Deconstruction Zone, or DZ Debates on YouTube. He's like a biblical scholar, if you will. He doesn't consider himself that until he gets his doctorate. But if you ask anybody in the like field,
he's done the work.
He's done the work. He knows his shit.
He knows that Bible better than any. Well, I would say between him and Thinker, it'd be pretty. It'd be pretty neck and neck on knowledge of. Although I would say Thinker might pull ahead only because she knows some things, like she knows more of the Hebrew than I think Justin might now.
Her recall and ability, yeah, like she's so good.
Yep.
We are so lucky to have these people as our friends.
I met some pretty cool people. Oh, the other person in our community, Bash, goes by Pinkbeard on here, has many songs out. He's a multi-Grammy Award winner. Please go check him out as well. Like I said, he goes by Pinkbeard, PYNK_beard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good music too.
Really good music. His music's fun. I like his music. I need to download his album though, or songs, whichever it is he's got out. But yeah, he's won Grammys. He's written songs for very famous people. Songs you've heard, songs you know, songs you probably sing. He's won 4 of them now, or 5 of them now.
Oh, I'll do a plug for Joel and Mezzo. Joel and Mezzo are 2 friends of ours. Joel Reads Bible is his name, and Mezzo, it goes by Mezzo_WS or Mezzo W's. Joel Reads Bible has a YouTube channel that's growing very fast. Mezzo is actually featured on our Deconstruction Junction YouTube channel, and on his own on Fridays he does cast his show on his channel, which you can just like search Mezzo and you'll find him, Mezzo. And the two of them have a podcast together called Bad Bible Debates, which are found on any like podcast service. It's just Bad Bible Debates that you search up. And yeah, they just finished off season 3, I believe, or season 2. And they're starting up season 3.
Yes. Joel does read Bible.
Yeah, Joel reads Bible.
Literally, he does.
From the front to back. He's currently, I think, in... Where is he now?
He reads the different versions of the Bible, guys. So he's already read a couple of the other ones. He's read the NIV, and he's read the... I don't remember the other one he's read.
He was reading the NIV. That's the only one that I can think of right now. He's currently in like book 5 or something. He's in like Numbers or Deuteronomy. I can't remember. I don't think he's on book 5. Never mind. I think it was like Numbers or Deuteronomy that he's in.
Gotcha. All right, Paul, what did you want to say?
No, I mean, I just wanted to the question that prompt. What do you mean that he's a reason for treason?
We currently live in a country where Christian nationalism is backing the man in power right now, and that would mean Jesus is the reason for said treason.
Yeah, there was literally a episode of Tim Pool that our friend Justin was on, debating inspiring philosophy about how Christian nationalism is better for the country than apparently the Constitution.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I didn't know that, but on the contrary, what do you have to say about the Christians who don't support Trump, who supported Kamala?
Majority of Christians in this country voted for Trump. So the ones that did are too minimal and aren't doing anything about it.
We don't have really much against the Christians that are good actors. There's just not, they're a minority within their group, though,
and they're apathetic.
No, fair enough. I just figured to ask what you meant by the prompt. Are you guys religious or?
Nope. I'm an atheist.
Lifelong atheist.
All right. Well, I guess I don't want to bring up religion or talk about atheism. I guess I just figured to ask you guys' point of views and pick your brain. So I'll make sure to drop off, and that's when I'll join. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Have a good one. Katniss, if you're talking about within the church, as far as the Christian nationalism goes, you need to get with your fellow believers and clean house of the people that represent you. Go to your church and tell, and the ones that are MAGAs who are part of it, you clean house. And if you're not part of the church anymore, then you join causes. You join protests. You join community outreaches. You join grassroots movements. You look at things that are, make sure you're voting in local politics, not just national politics. The local politics are how we get to the national stage to begin with. Like, do all those things. Just be civilly minded as much as you can. The days where we can just say, all politicians are just corrupt are over.
And really, it's just like the same energy that they have against the LGBTQ. Like they keep saying like, "Oh, quit shoving it down our throats." It's like, for real? Are you guys so for real right now? Because I literally can't like go a mile in any direction without seeing billboards or a church or some judgmental bumper sticker or something in my face that is of like the Christian denomination.
Yeah, Ohio is ripe with those billboards. Yeah, it's a matter of if you can clean house if you're part of a church, Kenneth. Otherwise, be civilly minded, join causes. Actually, I'm still growing, so not a lot of action in there right now. But as I get larger, I'm trying to make my Discord a hub for all those things. So if you want to join my Discord, we'll slowly start being able to put stuff in there as we get more and more people. But you're welcome in there. We don't care necessarily if you are a Christian, but as long as you're there to help make life better for all people, not just people who voted for Trump.
Also, like, can't stress the fact of how many times I've had to quote unquote participate in prayer because everybody else apparently just assumes that everybody in like maybe an audience or a group is Christian. So then you're looked at as if you're rude if you don't bow your head or hold hands and participate. And yeah, you know, I'll be respectful, whatever. But honestly, I feel like it's disrespectful for the believers to have this heathen or whatever in your prayer circle.
Oh, Chaos fixed the picture. It no longer looks like Jared Leto. Hold on. Hold on. I hate sharing between devices. It doesn't always work right. I have to wind up just texting it to myself. There we go. Now we don't look like Jared Leto.
Anonymous, that's how you get yourself, like, why would you do that? There's no hateful that's going on here. This is opinion. It's called the First Amendment. You know, like, people can express their opinion.
We'll just take care of that problem right now.
What is up with those hearts? Those are awesome, though.
I like it.
I like it, too.
Much better. No more Jared Leto. Jesus. No more Jared Leto, Jesus. No. I might have to switch topics again.
Baphomet Jesus, like Jesus, the satyr. I think that's how you say it. Satyr. The horned, like, cloven-hoofed mythological creature.
All right,
which there is reference to Azazel in the Old Testament, which is technically where they get the like image of the devil being this like cloven hoof thing.
Yeah. If we'll switch back and forth between the three that I've been using, including the one from Chaos. But this AI cracked me up when I made it because I just realized, look at Trump's hands. They're like backwards.
Should be bruised.
On the and they're like backwards and crossed. Somehow.
AI, do better.
Nickname, we talk about God because you guys make up a majority of the country. You all vote with your God. You all force your God down our throats every chance you get. So yes, we will talk about your God. That's why. Because you all won't leave it alone. You all will not leave it at home. You all beat folk up with it. So we talk about it.
Seder. Okay. That is all right. Thank you, Chaos.
I can promise you, if you left your religion at home instead of taking it with you everywhere, you would not hear a peep out of atheists about it. Because, Nickname, again, your Christian beliefs are what is forced upon people daily. So that is why we talk about Christianity. Other beliefs are not pushed on me or forced upon me.
Actually, I don't mind like preaching your holy book for you guys, because a lot of your priests and like, you know, church leaders don't preach the actual like real context and the real like stuff that's going on. For instance, Revelation is not about the future. It is not about some weird rapture and like actual like beast or brain chip or whatever you want to call it. It's about Nero Caesar. And this is very well like documented by now. Like it's a completely debunked thing. Yet people still try and quote Revelation.
Right. I love that he announced his departure. This ain't Delta. You don't need to announce your departure. You want to block me? Go ahead and block me. But Ariel did it for you, so bye. And Kipsnook, President Trump isn't God. Nobody claimed he was. You all treat him like he is, though. Like, make it make sense. You all treat him like one. You won't let him get in trouble for the shit he does. You make excuses for everything he does, just like you do the God.
You should just get that picture of like all the like evangelicals that are surrounding Trump, and they're all like bowed heads, and their hands are like laying hands on him.
Like, y'all obsessed about dictating everybody's lives. You make up fucking so much so that you make up excuses for the bullshit that y'all do, including your leaders. Y'all treat Trump like God. He can do no wrong in your eyes, no matter how much wrong he does. Just like the God. They're both shitty. They're both awful. They're both a bane on humanity, but you all make excuses for it and love it regardless. It's crazy. Literally crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Tap, share, do the things. You know what to do.
What'd you do this weekend?
Partner came to visit. We were supposed to go camping, but it just wasn't worth it, so we didn't.
Oh, I went to Seth and I. We went to with a couple of friends. There was like a music festival that we had in town. They hadn't done it for like 2 years because, well, like COVID, and they didn't have enough money last year or something. But I don't know. It was so sketchy though. Like the festival itself was actually really well done. They built this new park in Riverfront in Omaha to like have this concert and everything. But the lineup had like no rappers. There was no minority. So like the whole festival was just like country, white. Yeah, like I was like, okay, this is some sort of way here.
Yeah. Hey, Joyful. I saw your message just a few minutes ago. I will get back to you with a date today. I promise. I promise.
Somebody on YouTube just said a white music festival in Nebraska. Sir, it's Omaha. Do you know what Omaha, Nebraska is? Like, have you ever heard of like North Omaha?
North Omaha. It's like an hour from South Omaha. I don't understand why there's even one.
I was taking out the trash, and I need 17 kinds of internet to stay connected to anything. So I don't know why we got 5G, and when I have 4 bars of 5G, I can't stay connected to the internet. That's not good enough. Glad we upgraded.
All right, Ariel. I'll send the whatever I've got in here over to her too after this. But I was bye her. Yeah. No conversations tonight, apparently. No MAGAs, no Christians want to talk.
A bunch of keyboard warriors over on YouTube. They just, I don't know. I wish I could bring them over. I did figure out how to bring up guests on YouTube if you go on your phone, but then you wouldn't be on TikTok.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah. Also, I got access to Neptune, and oof.
No.
Oh, it needs a lot of work. It's a work in progress. It's going to take a long time.
I really like Skylight. It just doesn't have a live feature yet.
Yeah.
It looks and acts just like TikTok does. It just doesn't have the live feature yet. They say they want to add it, but I wish they'd get on it.
Yeah, Neptune's not there yet either, but they're still like in beta or something. I had to get like an invite code or something, and it's bare bones is all I'm gonna say. It looks like a high schooler made it, kind of.
Jeez. Yeah, it's weird. All right, y'all. We don't get somebody in by 7:30. I'll probably just end early tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap going on with my mom. I have to like figure out what the heck's going on. She's getting moved. She had to go to the hospital last night, and she's getting moved to Omaha tomorrow morning.
Oh no!
And yeah, they think it might be like really bad, which is why I came on the live to like not think about it.
Well, I appreciate that, Benny.
Yeah. You know me. I've dealt with it, so it's not something that we aren't used to already. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
ETC. Okay, so like we should do like a meetup for the Midwest people. Then I would love to go to like Des Moines and have a meetup, or even Omaha. I mean, I do kind of technically run the Discord of the Deconstructionists, so. I mean, I could just say, let's meet up sometime.
You could.
Yeah, hopefully things are still like really in the early, they have to like do a endoscopy and yeah. So I'll know more tomorrow. But yeah, I might not be too available this week or next week.
If we're talking about on the Discord, I will just join our Discord. It's in links in my bio. It's the Deconstruction Junction if you're not already part of it. And if you are, then it'll be open to whoever's on there.
You can actually just type in this URL. I'm typing it in the chat right now. Discord.gg/deconjct. That'll bring up an invite for you.
There you go. And if you're interested in activism, community outreach, and grassroots movements or other things along those lines, please join my Discord, which is also in my bio. Trying to get as many people as we can so we can start growing and actually making it an effective hub for all those things. So,
yeah. We need more people in Dugald's. Dugald's has got, if you want a call to action and you want to do something about this shit, get in Dugald's Discord because I'm in there and I'm ready to do something.
We gotta start posting more and putting more community in there, but we only got 80 some odd people right now, but we're getting it. It's high. Thanks.
That's not bad. Hey, the Decon Discord only had like 100 people in it for like the longest time. I felt like it only had like 12 people in it for the longest time, and then Justin just started going crazy and going popular and bringing everybody in. Yeah. Now we're at 4,400 people. It's awesome. Some ridiculous number.
Yeah, right now I'm up to like 89 people, I think, in there right now. That's what I'm at. Something
4,300. Yeah. 89.
Oh, Ty, I've been doing that the whole time. What you doing? What do you mean? I've been doing that. I've been doing that.
Yeah, ATC, it's going to be hitting 5K real soon because like it's been growing exponentially. Justin and I, we expect to have 7,000 in there by December 31st. And just for anybody's like wondering, like we were trying to get to 1,000 last December.
Candies, gotcha. Should do the candies. No, I don't be doing all that. I can't gauge those. I always wind up being disappointed.
My thing with those is they're like, hey, these are 500 milligrams. I'll eat 6 of them and be fine walking and doing everything. I'm like, this does nothing.
Yeah, that's
somebody help.
But a few puffs on a
I'm the opposite. See, I can't do the puffy.
A glass device. A glass device with Mary and her sister Jane does wonders.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think it might be our bodies. They just eat the candy. They're just like, look at that.
No, if I ate 500, you said no, I would be. I don't even know. I think hell would exist at that point. Hell would
500 once. Nothing.
I went to Kansas City for a Bengals game, and when they were playing the Chiefs or whatever, and I went to one of their dispos, and I got 1,000 milligram. I got 2 1,000 milligram gummies. I ate both of them because I was like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Like, I want to be throwing up because I don't drink anymore. So I was like, I want to die here.
That's funny though, because since I'm in Omaha, we got to go to Rockport. It's the closest like Missouri town because it is legal in Missouri. Legalization. So,
Ty, just so you know, that's my actual real life nephew.
It's on the way to KC though. We're only like 3 hours away from KC.
Yeah, but it did nothing. The worst part of it was I was kind of elevated, and the Chiefs Stadium is so loud. I got confused on where I was at. That was the hardest part, was trying to find my seats. Like,
it's just a bad time.
it was like I wasn't all the way there, but like I was feeling a little something, and then all the noise and everything else, people screaming in your ears because you're wearing Bengals uniforms, and you're like, dude, I can't handle this right now. Mate, let me get to my seat and then scream at me.
Let me sit down first.
Like, I'm okay with you yelling at me. Just let me sit down.
Oh, people. Yeah, if we don't get anybody up here by 7:30, so here in the next 6 minutes, I'm probably just going to call it an early night and send everybody over to Petty Idol, since she's live right now.
Yeah, I got to make a few calls after this. Yeah, I'll keep everybody posted, I guess, in the Discord on what's going on. It sucks too, because my mom, like, she comes into the, like, whenever I'm live, she usually comes in and like says hi in the chats and stuff. So it's like, damn, even a lot of people like in our community know who she is.
Right. PETT space IDOL. If you just put that in the search when you go out, on your FYP in the search box, just put Petty space Idol. And she should be right at the top of users. And should show up as being live. Hi, Craig. Yeah, if we don't get somebody in the next 5 minutes already, we'll probably call it an early night because we've been waiting for
share it with Honest Ave. He always comes up whenever I'm live, like hosting a live.
Yeah.
He's been trying to save me.
There's no trolls or nothing.
No, we've not had a lot of anything tonight. And I was up to 122 people at some point tonight. Still, nothing. I don't know what's going on. Well, it's probably because I'm mixing politics in. They tend to get a little scared by those two things.
But right now they're going hand in hand, so.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand it. Like, why don't you all want to talk about it? That's what's happening.
We're together right now and nobody wants to talk about it.
Well, mess load of Christian nationalists right behind Trump's stupid face. His neon orange face. Tangerine Mussolini bullshit.
Just saying, 10 commandments in every schoolroom. Why? Half those commandments are just like, don't look or don't worship another god. So like, what is the point of that in a public school classroom? Like, I get the whole like moral, like, oh, don't murder, don't steal, don't covet thy neighbor's slave, I guess. Well, wait, no, that one's messed up. No, actually, fuck that. Why is any of that being pushed in any kind of public school?
That's how I feel about it. Like, why are we doing that? That's all right, nephew. I'm about to end it anyway. Don't worry about it. All right, y'all. We'll just go ahead and cut it. Petty is on, so everybody go raid Petty. Whoever's left, call a Dugald raid. And I appreciate you all so much for being here. Thank you for everything, all the gifts, all the likes, all the things you've done for both this and the original live. Appreciate you all for hanging out. Bye, everybody.
Bye.